not yay.
Okay.
So, like, I've already said this, but, you know the video of the car going through the crowd, plowing through it, through the Black Lives Matter protest thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know how people in the comments were saying that car should have, the person driving the car should be awarded a medal, or like, I hope the car's okay, and shit like that. You know, racist shit.
Yeah.
Well, that shit makes me wanna fucking somebody just punch them, beat them, just like this, that, like that.
Yeah. They, like, it's inhuman, it's indecent, and it's revolting. Like,
I mean, people in the comments, I was trying to support it, like, trying to say, like, the protesters didn't deserve to be almost ran over, and I got called a moron for saying that. Somebody called the protesters snowflakes, I called them a boomer, got called a moron again.
yeah.
Somebody also said that if black people don't like it in this country, they should go back to their own country. Even though it's supposed to be fucking people's country, not white people's country.
Yeah. It's just absolutely.
Dimmed up and ready to burn.
Ugh.
Pick the right way and go.
I am Bloodhunder. You can call me Bloodhound.
France has freedom. Australia has freedom. New Zealand has freedom. Japan has freedom. Doesn't Russia have freedom? I think Russia has freedom.
I don't think so.
Last group of legends I slaughtered looked hopeful too.
I'm pretty sure Russia is it's a communist country, I think.
I thought like the communists like that was.
I'm the jump master.
We should land there. Looks like fun.
I mean,
Dropping in. Hang on.
Can you speak up? Your mumble link.
I'm mumble rapper.
Yes.
A lot of countries, I don't like music. You know, it's... I kind of wish I could be I'm not kind of, I really wish I could be I'm done
First
with
blood.
it.
Should have seen that coming.
But Canada still deals a lot of with a lot of racism towards the people of color.
I know, which is fucking awful, but like, it's not as bad as America.
Yeah. You're gonna experience racism everywhere at some point.
R99 here.
I wish people could just accept people for who they are. Nobody can choose what their color of skin is, but you can choose to be an asshole.
Yeah. You can choose your actions. You can't blame it on mental illnesses. You can't blame it on something such.
The way you raise you got it. Because, like, if you know you're being an asshole, just stop. It's really not that.
And if you believe it's something with like religion and stuff, like, oh, nothing in the Bible says that.
Any religion says that it's okay to be racist.
Exactly.
Where in the Bible does it say that black people are not good? I don't
like.
sad.
I've met so many people. I've met so many fucking people who believe in that. Like, oh, the God said he was. Like, no.
I didn't even see that. Like, fucking gay people were bad.
Men with boys is bad.
Yeah, pedophilia is bad. Not gay. Not the mid gay. Big gay. Yes, big gay. Just. They always use that fucking word too. Those words. A man should.
Thank you.
Taking fire. Oh, that's got a kick. Marking on
It
surroundings.
means
Charging on
pedophilia,
my shields.
not gay.
Firing. Reloading.
He rests.
Fíjate. I'm down. No bueno.
I've been down.
I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. People just need to treat people as people. They're not different than you. They're not animals. They're not some type of item to be treated. Like,
I can read a few of the comments if you want.
go ahead.
So one person said, it's perfectly reasonable to accelerate through these crowds since we've seen multiple, in caps, instances, look at me using baby words, I'm too smart, of these protesters, in quotation marks, firing guns into cars on the road. There's a difference between protesters and rioters. Rioters are there just to cause fucking chaos. They don't care about the cause. They're just making it harder for everybody. And protesters are really just trying to get human rights on the table.
Yes.
Oh, somebody just said, I really hope the car is okay.
Ugh.
Somebody said, plowed through these people in quotation marks, no love. A car drove down the road plowing involves hitting people. Bitch, it was going through a fucking protest. That's hitting people. You idiot! Sorry, this is a little, in quotation marks, a little what? Question mark, normal? Question mark, for a car right down the road? Question mark. You know, Mardi Gras, right?
Mhm.
You know how people just kind of like stand in the streets sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Well, people are never like, oh, get these people out of the streets. If somebody runs over there, it's normal because, you know, they're standing in the streets. Or when there's an event and somebody's in the streets, they never get mad at them. And a protest, that counts as fucking, I guess, an event. Not fun event. It's just an event. People are like, the car was being normal driving through those fucking people. I'm gonna explain this stuff, but you get the gist, right?
Yeah.
Acres.
Can you at least have, like, people, can you at least have the fucking decency to treat others as legit and actual human beings, as equals? Because it's getting fucking tiring. Really fucking tiring. And it's getting to the point where actual people, actual fucking genuine people are fucking dying. And it's becoming the new normal. It shouldn't be normalized. It should not.
We want to win.
If it's normalized, society
for speed.
We live in society.
We will defeat all of our enemies.
People like us, people that are protesting, half a Gen Z, would never fucking allow it to be normalized. Ever.
This is your
Come on,
champion.
right?
The battle begins.
To be put to a complete end stop. I mean, it's fucking awful that this was ever a problem in the first place.
We should land there. Looks like fun.
Not much of a quiet guy.
Here we go. It's a long drop.
Okay.
Is that how I do it?
It's sad that you can't accept who they are. It's not like anybody can choose color of skin. It's not like they can choose where they're going. They can't choose. It's just never exists. It doesn't ever exist. Nobody can choose what family there's born to. So,
You're mumbling again, you.
I don't know. This is completely off topic. But I saw people making fun of a kid in school because, like, he was wearing shoes that were expensive marks. And I felt bad for that kid because, like, he was pretty much being bullied because of shoes.
Contact with target. Frag out.
First fatality. Set it.
Getting shot at.
Faster. Getting shot at. Reloading. Down that one. Un momento.
On top.
Contact with target.
Reloading. They spotted me. I'm taking shots. Bring me down.
We killed the last member.
I can't believe it. Some of my
New kill leader.
protesters
Not
snowflakes.
for long, pal.
Yeah.
I didn't know snowflakes could resist getting gas canisters thrown at them. I didn't know snowflakes threw back down gas canisters.
It's just so absolutely disgusting that people think that other people are lesser than them just because of the color of their skin.
It's just the fact that people think they're lesser than them in general.
Yeah.
Honestly, people are
Light ammo here.
trying to say
Light
that
ammo
like
here.
the Black Lives Matter protest is like it missed like.
Heavy ammo here.
People were trying to say that whenever somebody says Black Lives Matter protest or Black Lives Matter, and then they say all lives matter and protest that, I hate them.
Yeah.
Like I hate just trying to say that like
No problem.
Black Lives Matter thing is racist to a Hispanic or literally any other color of skin is just.
And also, can we talk about the topic of children being taken
minute,
away
rings not far.
and caged, fucking caged, in
Why is that not been put to the stop either? Literally. They're
and
being
then
torn away from their family and put in cages.
yeah, and then people are like saying, "Oh, Obama started it." No, he did not. Trump ended up separating them from their families. Obama separated the children from drug dealers, abusive households, and
Gracias.
fucking
30
You got
seconds
it.
remain.
people with criminal records.
Active here.
He didn't just tear away a child from their family
Hostile right here.
because their family is immigrating.
Yeah.
Yes.
10 seconds. The ring is fairly close.
He only did it for like even the other presidents who.
You're being a shot.
Or maybe you're shooting me.
Oh shit.
The ring's moving, friend.
Bring me down. Recharging my shield.
I'm quick, and you're...
I'm not emotionally sweating. Why?
Yeah.
Let's just sit in the lobby and talk.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about the Muslim thing in China. The fact that they're literally being abused, molested, and raped.
Oh yeah. They're taking Muslims, it's the Muslim Holocaust, basically. That's what people are calling it. The little few people who are found out about this, they call it the Muslim Holocaust, and it's, people from China, or Chinese people, are separating Muslims and either torturing them, raping them, forcing them to eat and drink meat and drinking alcohol, and that's against their religion. And they're taking children and women, boys, girls, women, whatever, and raping them. And they're forcing Muslim women to marry Chinese men. And it's absolutely disgusting because people actually have videos of Chinese men, Chinese women, just Chinese people in general fucking torturing people. There's a video of this woman tied to a chair and her fingernails are ripped out. They have some type of sticks inside her nails, forcing them in slowly, and she's screaming and crying. And then there's a little boy crying for his mother with burnt out cigarettes in them, and this man took out a cigarette after smoking it and put him in his shirt as the boy cried and cried. It's disgusting. It's sad. It's absolute inhuman. Inhuman. I'm sorry, I'm just getting really angry. And it's sad. Like, no one should be treated that way. No one. No matter what type of person you are, no matter what religion, no matter what color or race you are, or gender or sexuality, no one should ever be treated like that. No one should ever endure such pain like that. No one. And they're making them actually sick, because they were born and raised in their religion not to drink or not to eat meat. It's sad. It's hard to look at or even know about.
History really does repeat itself if you don't do anything to stop it.
Exactly.
Voted stupid leaders who believe that if you're a different color, you're a different religion, you're less than, then this shit's gonna happen.
Yeah.
The world's fucked up at the moment. Like, the world's in some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
And nobody can see. Well, people are actually realizing what's going on and trying to put a stop to it. But there's still these retarded ass people. I should not use retarded because it's an offensive word. These stupid ass people just saying that, like, protesters are starting to be fucking gassed. Not gassed. My god, my brain died. That deserve to be pushed down by the police. Deserve to be literally. Okay. So, did you know that some protesters in Atlanta, there was apparently a curfew there, and the police gathered around those protesters so they could not get out and until the curfew, put them in a cage at the police station, and literally made them poop in a corner, and they stole food from them, so they were literally starving, and just kind of laughed at them whenever they were, like, really hurting.
Yeah, this happened to a someone in DC who is a trans man, and the police, like actual like, men, not actual men, but police, like actual police, are touching them or him in wrong places and making fun of him and like violating him. Harassing him in multiple ways, and it's disgusting. He and his friends endured that, and then were thrown inside a little fucking cage thing, like you said, and they had a woman police cop to look over him and his friends. And what they said, the policemen, what they said to that man was, is it even counted as a woman or a man? And they laughed. They chortled with the whole heart. They laughed.
God. People like them are the problem. The whole fucking problem. People who are either not speaking out and doing stuff are a problem, and people doing stuff like that, fucking abusing people, blessing them, and just being assholes in general are part of the problem. But they're actually police, though. Shouldn't they have, like, isn't people, like, have a stroke? Aren't police supposed to, like, protect the people from stuff like that?
Yeah. They are, but you know what's happening? We have such a fucking flawed system, along with the school system, the police system, the government, everything's very fucking flawed, and no one's doing it about it. Now we are, out of like, what, decades, centuries?
And we're getting called snowflakes for this shit, for trying to go for change. Angry.
Very.
The world is really on some fucked up shit.
Yeah. And we thought
I really want to go to a protest, but there's no protests in my area and I can't travel far.
Yeah, I can't go because, and wait, you can't go either because, I'm immunocompromised. Corona.
Yep. I mean, I don't care if I get corona going, but I just can't go far, and there's no protests in my area.
There's a lot of protests happening in San Antonio. I just can't go because immune compromise. He. It's horrible. Yes.
I need to do more on my channel to promote Black Lives Matter. I should probably just change my name. Like, instead of Flying Frog 567, I should just have Flying Frog and at the end Black Lives Matter. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. There we go. Why do I hear somebody watching some weird ass video in the back?
Oh, it's. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm sorry.
No, don't worry about it. I was completely brain dead with that whole thing. I was paying attention, but I was also trying to pay attention to my video, so like...
Fucking brain shuts off.
Hi.
Kind of laying there listening to two things at once.
And we had such a good conversation before the. We just did have a good conversation, but like before the stream started, I feel like we went into more detail
Yeah.
about everything. Damn.
I just feel like the background because, just put videos the whole entire time.
It's fine.
Yes.
The internet connection quality is currently not sufficient to broadcast gameplay. Oh. Oopsie. Well, fuck. Well, fucking yeah. Comments to speech.
Volume. Maximum volume.
Alright, I have my volume at max, so if anyone... No one's even on. If people are even gonna go on here and actually text something, I will fucking have that blasting in my ears. Like a jump scare. Nothing. But,
Somebody, the Undertow stuff on Roblox, right? Okay, so somebody was Sans, and, not somebody was talking to Sans, also my name Sans, and he said, the person talking said, shut up, calcium.
Huh? Calcium?
Just shut up, calcium.
Oh. Oh my.
I love it. Calcium. Baby fish.
Calcium.
I mean, there's still a lot of stuff on YouTube supporting the Black Lives Matter movement, but like this one video with all the fucking awful comments, it just hurts to fucking look at.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna put something a little light. Let's have a little wholesome break right now, and I'm gonna tell you facts. Just a few facts, not a lot, okay? About some physiological facts.
Okay, cool. I love these facts.
When you're nervous, convince yourself you're excited. They both have the same body reaction. If someone is dying, if someone is dying, start breathing loudly. They'll breathe in tempo with you, more calmly. When asking someone play naive, chances are they'll tell you more. When you ask someone a question, keep quiet and maintain eye contact. They'll open up more. When you talk to someone, fold your arms. If they fold theirs, they're probably interested. When asking for something, frame it as a choice. They'd say no less. And then, I have some dream facts for you. I don't know where it is.
I love dream facts. Honestly, I'm really interested in the whole, like, dreaming and stuff. Because dreams are so weird to me.
Yeah.
Extremely weird.
They actually, during 4 or 5 a.m., you're able to die. That's more, frankly, where you're able to die.
I go to sleep at 5 a.m. every night.
Yeah, it's easier for people to die at that time. It's likely you'll die in your sleep.
Go to sleep then more then.
Weird facts about dreams. People who play video games before bed will most likely be able to control their dreams.
I never been able to control my dreams, but alright.
If your room is set to a cold temperature, the greater chances are of having a nightmare.
Bro, my room's set on cold. My room's cold.
Yeah, same. If you have a dream,
Never just sit in your room in cold.
yeah. If you have a dream of being naked in public, it's a sign of insecurity.
It's a sign of security. I'm naked in public. Where you go?
Insecurity. If you have a dream of falling, you're afraid of failing.
I have a lot of dreams about falling, especially during school. So, like, that makes sense.
Yeah. If you have a dream of being chased, you're uncomfortable around someone.
I'm comfortable around everybody. Does that count?
Yeah. If your brain is more active while sleeping when it is awake.
Just dies.
Humans aren't the only ones who can dream. Animals can dream too. When people
Yeah, I
are
heard that dogs dream about the people they love, and I fucking died.
Aww. When people are when people are snoring, they are not dreaming.
Bitch, I never dream then. I snore like hell.
Some people
My mom
will
just hears coming from my room every night.
just like, oh fuck.
This thing will fuck, excuse me.
You will forget 90% of your dreams in the 10 to 15 minutes of waking up.
I instantly forget my dream. Like, bitch, what I dream about? Brain, I don't know.
Some people will only
No
dream
clue.
in black or white, mainly people who have grown up with black or white television. And that's all.
That's weird. I can't imagine a dream in black or white. What did I just, what am I trying to say? Dear God.
Most of my dreams of what I can remember are more colorful than, dark. The only time they are, like, really darkish is when it's a nightmare, to be honest. And I remember half of my nightmares.
Bro, I vividly remember one nightmare I had. Like, I don't know why it's so vivid. Because it makes no fucking sense. And it ended on me dying, but I don't know why it's so vivid.
Really?
So, like, this is probably gonna be boring, because it's boring listening to other people's dreams.
No, go ahead. Tell me. I'm interested.
Well, okay, so, me and my family, we used to go to this water park called Waterville.
Punching a tunnel.
For a really long time. And they do... For some reason in my dream, they have little houses outside Waterville, which
I
was
set the
never
portal.
and we were staying there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know how I imagine what it looked like inside, because I've never been in those houses, because there's nothing there. But, and it was like, can I talk? It was sun outside, it was sun outside, guys. It was light outside whenever we got out there. Got there, God, I'm having trouble. And, for some reason, we entered the house, it instantly turned to night. Don't know why, it just kinda happened. And all of a sudden, there was like a sense of emergency, and my family was freaking out, and I had no clue why, but we literally just entered the house. Apparently, it was my brain's way of time skipping. And this is like the end of the dream. But I walked over to a blind, opened it up, and just saw the most fucking horrifying face ever. Literally, it was like one side of the face was sagging, it was pale ass skin, the eyes were completely black, and it had some sharp ass teeth.
Cheetos. I had a dream where like I woke up in a legit like in a cold sweat and my heart was racing, I was wheezing, I was freaking out, I was like questioning where the fuck I was. And basically what happened in the dream, it was just like it was pretty recent to be honest, and it was in the afternoon. I got done playing Apex because I had like a stomach ache and I was getting bored, and so I went on my phone. And when it turned to night, I don't know why dreams like to be in night or nightmares like to be in night, but apparently they do.
Because like nighttime is the scary time.
Spooky time. And they're screaming from my mom, and I just basically had PTSD, just like, oh fuck, what happened? And my brother went missing, and like we were panicking, we called people to help, we went outside, I took Kiki on a leash with me, because she actually is good at tracking, surprisingly, little mutt.
I thought she was a fucking little dog, like a little dog.
No, she's a hunter dog. She's a terrier.
I thought she was like the fucking chihuahua for some reason. I always imagined her as a little chihuahua.
She's a mix. She's like me, or Hispanic apparently. But yeah. My brother went missing. My heart was racing in my chest like it never was before. A cool breeze passed by as I.
Like you're reading a fan fiction for some reason.
I'm not. I just get really good into detail, but when we reach to this certain part of my neighborhood, it's this like big tree, and like there's a lone street light next to the tree with a bus stop. And the light was so dim that the only parts that it did ever light up was the parts where I was like standing, and I said
furiously at that.
and my body just suddenly stopped. My dog started barking crazy. She was like jumping, she was snarling. It was a very violent bark. Like it was a very violent barking fit. A sudden uneasiness went through my body as I tried turning around and trying to find the source of my dog barking, and there's nothing, like pure nothing. And slowly...
Hell no, just fucking
and
the dog, not me.
No, not my dog. And yeah, the world around me just turned dark. Like the world just turned sudden black and white. And
you're entering into a fucking black and white old horror movie. I feel
it hurt. And suddenly, the leash in my hand went limp. The sound of my dog barking just stopped. And when I turned to go, when I took to look at my dog, she was gone. I started freaking out, and
they really took the phrase "the dog not me."
and I started like crying. And I ran back home with the leash left at the lone street light, and I went back home. I tried calling my mom, but she wouldn't answer, and I tried finding my dad, because he just moved down near Callahan, that's a street near me, and like I was so out of breath, I was wheezing. Couldn't find him. I was panicking, called my grandma, she wasn't there either. I just suddenly...
Bro, you went to the new dimension.
I just suddenly felt so alone, like, I was freaking out, there was no one there, I was consumed in anxiety, I didn't know what to do, I started crying again, and I just crumbled to my knees, and that... And I just stopped. Everything just stopped from there. My world just stopped, and I woke up.
Oh, I have. Oh, that was very cool. Not cool, but like horrifying. I have a few paranormal facts. I'm kind of a believer in ghosts, but I do believe facts, but like scary facts.
Mhm.
Just scary shit. Well, so like apparently, if there's like a random person in your dream that you have never ever seen before, then you know how your face can't like your brain can't pick up faces. Apparently, if there's just a random person in your dream, that is a ghost watching you sleep. Creepy ass ghost, creepy ass bitch while you watch me sleep. Cunt.
Hit the ejector seat.
So that means no ghost watch me sleep.
But you want some random ass ghost watching you?
Yeah, I've had a few times where I just had a random person.
Do you have any more? Actually, Terrano, do you have any nightmares you would like to share with us?
Can I say something real quick though? Well, a few nights ago, I was streaming.
Now for the right choice.
And there was just a random ass girl in my dream that I never met her. Apparently, maybe I saw her somewhere on YouTube, or it could be spooky movie alone hours. Just finish your title.
Okay, we just have one night. So,
I really like it.
what? I was sleeping with, like, when I was a child, I used to sleep with my mom because I couldn't really sleep by myself because I was too scared to. So, I had a nightmare once, and, it was me, my grandma, my mom, my brother, and my dad, I believe. And one time I was walking home, and I came from the back door. I, like, walked in from the back door, and, Jesus. And I walked back in, and it was a gruesome scene, and I was sobbing. Like, I remember little me sobbing, and it was a gruesome scene of this, like, there were, like, it was my brothers, my dad, my mom's, and my grandma's, like, all of their body parts dismembered into a pile, and there was just blood everywhere. I remember sobbing, and there was just, like, the murderer just standing there out in the corner. I don't know what he was doing there, but I was, like, sobbing, and I woke up, and I was actually crying, and I felt my heart, like, racing really fast.
Jesus, that sounds horrifying.
It was. I remember one time, my mom's stomach was making these weird noises, and I was scared that she had an alien in her stomach. So I'd always I'd check if she'd be fine because I didn't want her to die.
Aww.
I was really scared. She's like, oh, and it's just gonna pop out. And so I just kind of watched her sleep, but I didn't. I was more just too worried. Well, I was too worried to sleep.
Aww, Terrano.
Yeah.
That's freaking out. It's really scary.
Yeah.
Because you have your favorite people fucking dismembered right in front of you. Especially, I was like, a good estimate, I was about 6, I think? 6 or 5.
Damn. Even a dream that would be traumatizing for a 6-year-old.
Yeah.
I remember
It's go time!
I ate some rice pudding that my mom got. You know rice pudding, right? Have you tried it before?
No.
Yeah. I hated it.
Pudding with little rice in it. Yes. I remember I ate a lot of that, and then I felt like I had to throw up, right? And I was like walking to go use my mom's restroom to throw up. But while I was walking, I threw up on the floor like at least one time, I believe. And then finally made it to the bathroom. And when I walked back, my mom came back, like, we still had all of our cats. And, one of my cats named Oreo, he just kind of, he grabbed a sock and covered the girl with the sock.
Polite cat.
Play.
That cat just tried to hide it.
Hit the ejector seat.
I don't know if I have, like, none of the paranormal facts with quotation marks I have been proven.
Hit
I
the
don't
ejector
believe in
seat.
paranormal stuff, but they're fun to learn, right?
Yeah.
Fun to know about. I have one that creeped me out for a while. Apparently, a demon is always watching you. Like, you might not see it, but it sees you.
I sometimes wonder if our ancestors are in our dreams, or people who are dead and you probably seen before die, or something like that. Like, you've seen before, but they're dead now, like, in your dreams. I don't know.
My ancestors were just shaming me in my dream, just like, shame.
For
Shame on
shame.
you. I mean, General Lee from, like, fucking
Hit the ejector
was
seat.
one of my ancestors, so, like,
Yeah.
Do y'all have any twisted, like, dreams y'all would like to share? Twisted, like, gruesome, twisted dreams?
I had a hallucination. That was
Throwing jump pad.
messaging hallucination. Remember
Oh,
paranormal?
I remember that.
Rápido, rápido.
Only happened whenever I was at my cousin's house. And pretty much at my cousin's house, pretty much at my dad's side of the family. I remember one looked like McCree. Like one of the people who were scaring me looked like McCree.
It's go time. Jump pad.
Eternal. Can you mayhaps explain it? I'll try explaining it, butcher everything.
Alright, so what do you want me to explain first?
Can you explain the bitch that's how much she was gurgling everyone?
Oh yeah, Kink Master. Alright. So, Funk was right, or, what was that, right? Yeah.
Because of like
Must go faster.
So she had her cousin's bedside. And they're talking at night, because I talk. And, so, one day,
Good to be back.
wasn't it a light that came into the room, or was it dark?
it had like LED lights. It was on red.
She had E-Boy LED, like red E-Boy LED lights in her room that lit up. But when she went in
Hit the ejector seat.
she saw a face. The face, I don't know. It's the typical vagina switch nose, very blah, blah, blah. She was very pale and stuff. Paul was like, oh shit, I need to hide. So she hid under the blanket. And what the monster was doing, or what we call her kink master.
Master.
I'll get to the kink master thing. It's later, okay? It's later.
Yeah.
But they don't always make like she's probably like say make cracking noises and gurgling noises.
Yeah.
And she didn't you even say one time it sounded like it whispered your name.
Yeah.
And she's was that the same day or where it laid down next to you, or was that like a separate night?
That was a separate night.
Hey baby, what's that?
Yeah.
And she was getting scared because she saw the face getting closer to the floor. And she was just like, scared rooms. Separate night, she saw the monster again. But that one, she's like, the things were physical with her, and she could physically feel things. I don't know, something's wrong, but I think she has like episodes for some reason, but it's only at her like dad's house or something like that. What she said.
And
But,
my dad's family houses.
like she says that she felt it laid down next to her. It was like lay.
It wasn't just the Kingmaster though, it was McCree looking bitch.
Matree? Why
Matree?
Matree?
Matree!
Damn it. So, oh yeah, and one night, it went under her bed, and Frog said, it sounds like it's moaning. So that's why we called her Kinkmaster, because it sounded like it was moaning.
I said out loud for it to stop moaning, and it actually did.
It was like, for instance, Chelsea, laughing or something. So we call it Kinkmaster. See,
And
Matree is a
facing.
whole different story. You don't understand Matree.
Do you remember the start of the
Fence in position.
Yeah,
Anyone passes through here,
so
we'll know.
this count, like, a really tall shadow, like common demon shadow thing
Yeah.
of a very a guy with a cowboy hat, right?
Yeah.
A guy with a cowboy hat. She was like a bad guy.
Combat's too noisy.
That was my dad's too memorized. Yes.
And she was falling asleep on a bed. And when she woke up, her underwear was completely gone.
Oh, like I had jeans too that was completely.
Tree. So we think the tree basically fucking raped her. I think the tree has a very deep, like, kind of voice.
Yeah. Sounds like the rip-off version of Revenant.
Hold on, let me just be Revenant real quick.
Revenant's brother.
Why,
Yeah.
Kent? I look forward to meeting you all. Real close and personal. I look forward to meeting you all. Real close and personal.
Sounds like the Revenant, just like a little bit higher pitched.
So, hold
Time
on.
to drop, shock, and rock.
Not fucking
The
Bangalore.
results have come in.
Oh,
You
It's
lose.
kind of like
ow,
Kinda like Caustic.
ow.
Who's lighter than Caustic? Not Mirage.
Haha! Here comes the. Oh, this is my favorite
I
part.
got a major leg cramp, and like, my toes decided not to work.
Like,
oh,
That hurt. It hurt, man. It hurt.
hold on, stay still.
And remember, one time,
Do Watson, please.
Kinkmaster and Matree tried to
I
start
return to the hunt.
This time, we'll be
they
different.
mentioned stuff that I have never told anybody except for Ariana.
Yeah. Very touchy topics. It's bad. They're like, haha, look at this. It's bad. She did nothing wrong, but we're gonna believe her. Basically it.
Hold on, I'm trying to take pictures.
No.
I don't know why I had those episodes though, because like they never happened again, like ever. It was only at the, like there.
Ah, I'm having a stroke. Did y'all ever make creepypasta characters?
Never.
I don't want
Never?
to talk about it.
Oh. Okay.
Like creepypasta OC?
Yeah.
Nah.
God, the memories.
And let me try to remember the story. It's so old. And so she said, okay, fuck you, I'ma kill you. Got a hatchet, fucking massacred her family, made her sister's kneecaps go, what? And stick out of her knees. Like, the skin was broken, there was blood around the bone.
Dang, my kneecap's gone.
We actually made, funny thing is that me and my girlfriend, or my best friend, made a story out of it for a competition at our elementary school. We submitted it and we had to go to the counselor because they thought there was something wrong with us. And that's not good.
Bro.
Yeah, big. It was big. We felt bad, and then stuff happened. But anyways, so yeah, my character's name is Roxanne, and my girlfriend's character is Rachel, and there's a whole story bunch to it. Basically, they're twins. Her family favored Rachel over Roxanne, and abused her. But anyways, so Roxanne then committed seppuku basically, and shot herself in the face. Rachel, however, went into a hospital and a mental hospital, meeting a little girl who funnily, or comedically named Sophia, whose family was like fucking murdered or was in an accident and died. So Rachel killed Sophia and
Sophia the first.
Stop. And yeah. And then she became apparently a creepypasta, and that's all. That's all to it. I'm not good at storytelling.
Very cool.
Yeah, very.
Grappling.
I remember making Mary Sue OC. It wasn't a Mary Sue, it was literally just based off myself. But not gonna talk about that. I don't want to remember it.
I have a Mary Sue OC too. Share the details, my good woman. Share it!
No!
I'll do this.
I had a Mary Sue myself.
Really?
No. I was a rare little 5-year-old.
Very. Mine wasn't even about me, it was just her being a Mary Sue and like being controlled and everything.
Okay, I mean,
Using grapple.
We've I've had a really badly colored fucking stolen OC. I've had fucking pony recolored.
Oh my god. You used to do that too?
Only for like a little bit, then I stopped.
I did that with bases. Like, I would always trace bases. And then draw my OCs on them. Ugh. Just horrible memories.
I never knew how to use bases when I was young, so like, what?
I always use bases, and I was actually getting pretty good at them until I was like, I want to be original. Bada boop boop, bada boop, naked woman.
Okay.
Do y'all have any scary stories y'all want to tell?
I mean, probably the scariest thing that happened to me was just what Tarano said.
I mean, like, dream-wise, like, nightmares.
Does that count as like,